What up, YouTube? I am back outside. It is Thursday, May 21st, 2026. I am in Rotterdam, Netherlands. Got three trips to Europe. Three trips to Europe in the last 6 weeks is a little insane. Not too bad. It's not like going to India every fucking 3 weeks, like some people do. But New York to London 2 times in the last month, and another trip to the Netherlands for this really cool conference called New School Rules, produced by and created by Henka. Henka and her team of amazing industry professionals here in the Netherlands has put on this conference I think for the last 17 years. It's all really about artist, producer, creator, talent empowerment. Henka brings people from all around the world, execs, producers at the highest levels, has them come here, speak, connect with the talent, and it's a great fucking experience. I was here in 2022. That was my second time in Rotterdam, but the first time I was speaking at New School Rules in person, and had a blast. And helped me. A lot of the times these experiences help me workshop my thesis and my overall work, right? So like I take every opportunity I can, every chance I can to get, if somebody asks me, I'm like, hell yeah. If they're covering costs to be here, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. But it also gives me the ability um, to workshop the ideas, right? And I'm like, we're at this new pinnacle. We're at this new point in history where everything's shifting. Everything's about to shift. It's already shifted. It's just like this is how fast we're catching up now, and how fast humans and different people around the world can catch up. And I'm actually here to I really want to help people through that change, right? There's, with this technology, super intelligence, AGI, Claude, GPT, Gemini, Spark, all this fun stuff. It's amazing technology. I'm actually very excited about it because it just means I can learn, I can do more, I can learn faster, I can help people more, create more businesses. Like, so many fucking things happen with this force multiplier effect of this technology. And if you know me, I'm trying to help you through it. If you know me and we're talking about this, I've been actively pushing you to do some of these things and get involved and develop with these things. And if you don't and you haven't started, it's all good. If you haven't started and you're trying to figure it out, hit me up, because there's always a starting point. And here in Rotterdam, I think that's the conversation. There's this big convo. There's these big conversations about AI and music, and I think that's part of the situation. That's part of the opportunity. But it's like AI is coming for everything, right? We sit pretty in this music industry, and we focus on what's going to change the music industry. No, not just the music. Everything's going to fucking change. Everything is changing, right? So how do we leverage that and turn it into more real shit, right? Like, just because everything's about to change when it comes to the production of all this work product, all this music, all this everything, doesn't change the fact that people are going to want to experience real shit, listen to real music, experience real artists. And I think it creates this opportunity for more fandom, more connection, more community, all these things that people, especially the music industry people, the music industry I've been involved in the last few years. Like, I've been pushing on community and all this stuff. Like, that's been my background, but you get caught up in everything else. You get caught up in the fucking industry shit, streams, scale. And it's kind of backwards. Like, see the incentives, it's all over the place. So we're at this time right now where people are open, I think, to this new technology. I'll see how open people are. And basically, like, the opportunity is that building and development across everything is gone. Like, the cost has gone down to very small amounts, right? What used to cost $1 million, you can do for like 500 now, especially anything web related, digitally related, content related. Like there's so many ways and points where you can like, turn this technology into real leverage. So that's what I'm here talking about. It's about marketing. I'm a marketing guy and know how to use these ad platforms and content platforms. And this is the first time, this is the first year I'm like speaking at one of these things, and like I'm actually creating content around my brand myself. So like I'm bringing a new perspective to it where I can empathize a little bit more for artists and with the artists that I'm trying to help help develop, help empower, whatever it is. So yeah, what exciting times. This day, this is the pre-day. Tomorrow's like the first real day of the conference. I'm doing a masterclass right now. I have no idea what the fuck the masterclass is about. I know what tomorrow's masterclass is about. I know what the panels are the rest of this conference, but I don't even know what I'm doing today, but I'll find out. Thank you so much for having me. I don't always get to do this stuff, and when I do, it's a real responsibility, honestly. It feels like a responsibility being able to talk to you guys who you're like at the beginning of your career and have a lot of, like I said, a lot of opportunity ahead of you. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Perfect. You have a lot of opportunity ahead of you guys, especially right now with all the technological change that's coming, that's already here. It's just like things are taking a little bit more time to catch up, especially when it comes to AI and this new super intelligence that we have at our fingertips right now, which I'm very passionate about because I grew up with technology. I'm from Silicon Valley. I'm from the Bay Area, California, originally, between LA, Los Angeles and the Bay Area, two of the central hubs of culture and technology. And I've spent the last 10 years, 11 years in New York City, around that hustle culture and traveling the world from New York. And if it wasn't for the creative industries, I would be depressed. I would for sure be depressed. I started out I went to college in a small arts college in Orange County, California, business administration with marketing. And I somehow got into the music industry because all my friends were artists. They were all producers, they were all rappers, they were all just creatives, right? And I didn't have that much creativity when it came to creating art. Like I knew how to use the internet, I knew how to make websites, I knew how to I knew things that, about the internet before many people were even on the internet, right? In 1999 as a 9, 10-year-old, right? And that was because of my proximity to San Francisco Bay Area, California. So by the time I got to college, I was always like into music,